we are here at San Diego Comic-Con 2019 at the Dark Horse Comics booth. My name is Kara and I work at Dark Horse in marketing, and with me is Phillip Sevy, who you might know from such comics as Tomb Raider with us, and he's here to tell us a little bit about his upcoming creator-owned project. Phillip, what is it called?
So the book that's coming out is called TRIAGE. I'll show you, this is what the first cover looks like. It's a sci-fi adventure series. It comes out September 4th. It's a 5-issue mini-series. And I'm writing, penciling, inking, and coloring it, so doing just about everything.
Is this your first time doing all of it?
Yes, at this scale. I've done a couple little small self-published things where I'm doing everything, but yeah, this is it.
And how is that going for you so far? Are you enjoying it? Or?
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's a lot more of an emotional investment than I had anticipated, but I love it. Like, I finish up every day very, very exhausted, but in a good, like, I put everything I could onto my page type thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so, is this the first time that you have done a creator-owned work in its entirety?
Yeah, of this scale, I believe.
Yeah.
I've done some other creator-owned, like, graphic novels and things like that, but I was usually working with collaborators on them, so.
Wow, a lot of firsts here.
Yes, very much so.
Is this a story that you'd been thinking on for a long time?
You know, it's a funny story. So I pitched this story to my editor at San Diego Comic-Con last year, and I came up with the story like 4 days before the show. And I just had a couple character designs and an idea, and she was like, that sounds really cool, and yeah, we were off to the races. So instead of something that I germinated on for a very long time, it's something that's been really fresh and exciting to make it work from 0 to 60 in like a year, so.
And speaking of character designs, you have made trading cards.
Yes.
These are really cool. So these are for like the 4 main characters, would you say?
Exactly, yeah. 3 main characters and the bad guy, so. Yep, I've made a whole bunch of them. I'm getting them out to retailers, so if people watching this want some trading cards, have your retailer reach out to me just in case I'm not able to get to them. I'm trying to talk to as many people as I can, but also keep the book on schedule, so.
And this is a signing card from your signing earlier.
Yes.
So this is the main cover for issue number 1, but we now also have some variants lined up.
We do. So Hannah Templar, who did all the covers for Tomb Raider Inferno, which was the last Tomb Raider book I did, she is doing the variant for issue 1, and solicits will be out for issue 2 and that variant here very shortly, so you'll be able to see about that.
Excellent. Have we released, or are we waiting to talk about who the other variant cover artists are?
I can tell you, I guess this would be our exclusive, Jorge Corona, who is the Eisner-nominated artist who's working on Middle West right now and has done all sorts of stuff for DC, Robbins, and Batman, and Justice League. He is doing the variant for issue 2.
Exciting.
And it is a super cool cover. I'm really excited, so yeah.
Awesome. And what is the release date of this book, so everybody knows?
Sure, it's September 4th. Issue 1 will be out, so it is orderable at your comic stores now if you want to grab that. And yeah, it should be out online as well at the same time.
We will continue to remind you about that date and about FOC for retailers. For fans, that just means we would love for you to pre-order it by that date so that retailers know how much to stock.
Yes.
Very helpful for comics.
Yep.
And then as the single issues continue to go on, we'll keep on doing that. Also on our social media, Phillip has made some really cool teaser images, which we have animated. We've got a little short trailer.
Yep.
So there's lots of great content, your beautiful artwork and colors. So look for that on Dark Horse Comics and Phillip Sevy as well. So thank you for joining me, Phillip.
No, thanks for taking a second.
Is there anything else that you think people should know about Triage to get them into it?
Yeah, well, let me use my little trading cards to give you just a real quick rundown of what's going on. So our Triage stars our main character, Evie Pierce, who is a nurse. She's reached a point in her career where she's done everything she wanted to do and then realizes, I'm not happy at all, which I think is something we can all understand from time to time. In the middle of this, she wakes up in some crazy psychedelic landscape, surrounded by a sassy superhero named Orbit and a post-apocalyptic warrior named Marco. They find out that they're being hunted by our aforementioned bad guy named Hunter. If Hunter kills all 3 of them, all existence ceases to be. So they've got to figure out how to stay alive, how to stop Hunter, and who they are and why they're so important to each other and how they relate. And that's kind of just the gist of it's a crazy, big, action, fun story that bounces between universes and realities, and it's kind of like my love letter to comics, so.
This almost already sounds like a game, also.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Like a board game. So maybe eventually we'll expand on those cards.
Yeah, that sounds good. How about you guys buy many copies and we'll make a game and do all sorts of fun stuff.
We'll talk about that. All right. Well, thank you again, Philip. It's so great talking with you.
Thanks for letting me come in.
And thanks everybody for tuning in. We are checking out from San Diego Comic-Con right now. It's the final day, so we'll be back at business as usual very soon. And I will see you in future videos from Dark Horse.